Coach, if you'd like to make an opening statement or go straight to questions, I'll leave it up to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought our team played well. Obviously, it was an exciting game. We had a chance to win right down into the last minute, which is a great spot for us to be in. Really exciting for our guys to come out here and make this trip to play Ohio State from the Big Ten and such a well-coached team and program. This is the third time we've played them, I think, in 6 or 7 years. So it's always been a great experience for our guys, and normally they've got some of the best fans that we face, and they always treat us well. So a really nice trip, and we're grateful to get 2 games in. We all know how hard that is these days. So really happy and pleased with the way we played. I thought we made some careless mistakes at a crucial point in the game, and against a good team like Ohio State, that's all it's going to take.
All right, we'll go to Steve Hellwagon, 247. Steve. All right, next up, Adam Jardy, Columbus Dispatch.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Adam.
Coach, obviously you had, like you said, you had them down to the last couple of minutes. You said that you couldn't make mistakes, or careless mistakes at crucial times. Did you view that 4-point play with the technical foul as maybe being a turning point for you guys?
Oh, I definitely think it was. It certainly turned the momentum, at least temporarily. Game. There was still, like you said, 8 or 9 minutes, so that was a big swing. I thought we were in control there, and then they gained control. But I thought we fought back and had put that behind us, and then I thought we gave up a couple of threes, just our rotation in the zone. But they did some things against our zone that caught us off guard, that gave them open looks. And that's really all it took. They did a great job driving it and drawing fouls. They shot 33 free throws, so that's what good teams do. If they're not shooting the ball well from the outside, they drive it and get to the free throw line.
All right, we'll go next to Steve Hellwagon, 247.
Okay, try it again. Just again about your zone, what was it about that for the first 30 minutes it seemed that really confounded them? They shot a poor.
You're just going to have to speak a little louder. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, just your zone. What was it about it? First 30 minutes, they really struggled.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd like to feel like we did a good job with it. I didn't think that we could give them a steady dose of man-to-man defense. I just thought they were too big and too strong. Maybe the changing of the defenses, I'm not sure. But, eventually they found some gaps, and that's when I think they drove it to the basket and got to the free throw line. And sometimes that's how you got to win games, and that's what they did down the stretch.
All righty, and last set of questions for Coach from Patrick Murphy, 247.
Coach, another one on the zone. E.J. Liddell seemed to be a guy who was able to help break that a lot. What did you see out of him in the post for Ohio State?
A big, strong, tough kid, 25. I'm sorry, guys. I only had like 12 hours to prepare for these guys, so I don't know all their names, but it's certainly not out of any disrespect. All the respect in the world for them and the players and their coach. Liddell's terrific. One-on-one in the post, we weren't able to guard him, and that's part of why we played zone. And then when we're in man, we're going to have to double as well.
All righty, Coach. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it, and have a safe trip back.
Okay, thanks, guys.
CJ, thanks for joining us. We'll start out with Adam Jardy from the Columbus Dispatch. Adam?
Okay.
CJ, obviously a sort of a new team, and early in the season, first time you guys were really tested. What were you, as a senior, trying to do down the stretch to try to figure out where the ball needed to go and who needed to sort of take control of the team? What did you see in maybe those last 10 minutes?
Like you said, that was our first game, having adversity, our first time with a new team going through that adversity. So, we just kind of wanted to stick together and have that mindset that, we had a lot of time within the game. Once we kind of took the lead, just kind of, make a statement, finish the game strong, make the right plays. We weren't making shots at the time, so we just wanted to stick together and, make the right next play defensively and offensively, just try to win the game and do what we had to do.
All right, we'll go next to Bill Landis from The Athletic. Bill?
Hey, CJ, Zed had to give you guys some big minutes with all the foul trouble you guys had. What did you think of how he played, and just what would you say he gives you guys when he's put in those spots?
Before the season even started, I told a lot of people that Zed King was going to be big for us this season. Him in the inside, being able to rebound offensively and defensively helps us a lot with KY and EJ, giving a lot, playing a lot of minutes and doing what they have to do. And like you said, EJ was in foul trouble today, so he brought a lot. Offensively, he finished under the rim, got some great defensive rebounds that we needed when we got stops. And he just brings a lot of attention under the basket for us to make plays like me, Duane, Justice, being able to get downhill. So he brings a lot of attention. He did his job really well today.
All right, we'll go next to Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Hey, CJ, where have you seen EJ Liddell get better as a post player this year?
EJ's always been a great post player. Just last year, we had really good players that played in front of him last year. So it's just his role to kind of step up more this year and be more confident in himself. I always thought he was a great post player. He can score with both shoulders. He can make the mid-range jump shot. He can pick and pop. He just does a lot. He creates a lot of attention. He can pass out of the post as well. So I've always seen EJ as a great post scorer, passer, and just overall great player.
Next up, Brennan Gulick, Buckeyes Now on SI.
Hey, CJ, on a day where you guys kind of struggle to shoot the basketball, I'm just wondering if there was anything about the environment. Is it different depth perceptions? Is it a lower ceiling, different lighting, or was it maybe just one of those days where things didn't go in for you?
It's basketball. That happens when you don't make shots. You just got to find a way to win, and I figured that we did that. We got more stops towards the end of the game and things like that. I mean, we had a lot of games like that last year. We couldn't make shots, but we figured out a way to win. And today was just defensively for us that we had to get stops. I don't think that would happen too often with us. We're confident in our shots. We took the good shots today. I feel like Duane had a lot of open shots that just weren't falling. And obviously, it's just different with no fans. That perception obviously feels different when no fans are behind the court, and then the corners kind of feel longer, things like that. But that's not really an excuse for us to, miss shots and things like that. But like I said, it's just basketball.
All right, next up, Patrick Murphy, 247.
CJ, how different is it this year? Obviously, no exhibition game, no scrimmages against other teams. Just take us into kind of the inside of starting off a season without having actually played anyone but yourselves.
It's kind of like you got to grow up really fast as a team. That chemistry has to come really fast. Like you get an exhibition game, you get to see where players play on the court, like Justice. You get to figure him out and things like that. But obviously now you kind of learn as you go. Each and every practice, each and every game, you just got to get better and learn. I feel like film is going to be a really big thing for us just because we didn't have those games, the exhibition games, and early kind of easier games. I feel like every team in non-conference this year is really good. So you just got to learn really fast. That chemistry has to build a lot faster than usual.
All righty, CJ, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, let's try Steve Hillwagon. Steve.
Hey, Duane, I know it was a struggle at times for you guys offensively, make some threes and get some shots to go in. Just talk about the importance of that shot with about a minute to go. Looked like CJ strained to get you the ball, and it was a rough catch, but you still got it up there and made it and kind of put the game away right there.
Yeah, I got some good looks during the game, and unfortunately they didn't go down. But the saying is shoot or shoot, and you still got to be confident in yourself. And I believed in myself, and let it fly with confidence and put it in. So credit to CJ for making a good pass.
All right, next up, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Hey, Duane, when you're not making shots early like you were in the first half, what are maybe some of the other ways that you try to get yourself going offensively if you know the shot's not there right now?
Yeah, my ability off the ball to stretch the floor will always be a contributing factor while I'm on the floor. So definitely that, and getting other guys open, cutting hard, and creating diversions, setting screens, whatever the case may be on the offensive end. On the defensive end, just continue to communicate and clean up rebounds and lead my team and crowd the team.
All right, we'll go next to Bruce Hooley. Bruce. All right, let's try Brendan Gulick, Buckeyes Now on SI.
Hey, Duane, on a day where obviously you shot the basketball well, you scored a career-high 21 points, I'm curious if you're more proud of the way you played offense or if the way you kind of shut down Obadiah Noel defensively, because he has had such
game. I wanted to show that I got better on defense this offseason, and that's something that I really worked on hard over this offseason. I definitely felt good on that side of the ball, and offensively, put some shots in early, got to the free throw line, and like I said, took a lot of clean ones, didn't go down, just got to keep shooting, and I made the one that was important towards the end of the game. So. Overall, always got work to do, and get back in the lab tomorrow.
All right, we'll go to Adam Jardy, Columbus Dispatch.
Duane, there were a couple of moments in this game where I felt like you guys were looking to see who was going to step up and take the shot or be the guy, spots where it would have been Caleb last year. What's that process like for you as a team right now, and where do you think you are and maybe trying to be that guy?
Last thing I heard was process. Yeah, so from what I heard you say Caleb was taking a lot of those important shots for us last year, and whatever the game plan is, we got a lot of great players out there with us this year, and today I was put in a position to take a big shot towards the end and put it in with confidence. I definitely believe in myself at the highest ability in that regard. I know the coaches believe in me as well. I know the players believe in me as well. So, whatever they need me to do to win games is what I'm going to do. So.
And last question for Duane, go to Bill Landis, The Athletic.
Hey, Duane, what did you think of what Zed gave you guys today off the bench, kind of put in a big spot with Kyle and EJ in a little bit of foul trouble?
Yeah, Zed did a good job catching balls. He had his eyes on the rim, had some good finishes. He definitely had a good game today, and I'm going to talk to him and watch film with him, go over some of the things. Defensively, consistently needs to get better. We all do as a team. His hedges need to be better, but we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get back in the lab tomorrow and work on those things we need to work on.
All righty, thank you very much. Have a great day.
So everybody have a good one. Thank you.
Well, we can start out with an opening statement if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah. First of all, give Lowell a lot of credit. I thought the way they attacked our ball screen coverage really bothered us. They made shots, 11 threes. They played with great effort, so I'm going to begin giving them credit. Give our guys a lot of credit for finishing the game and making the necessary plays that we need to. Obviously, we got to do a lot of things better. We got to do a lot of things better. That begins with me. So we'll learn from this and move forward.
All righty, we'll start out with Steve Hellwagon, 247. Steve?
Yeah, Coach. It seemed like after you got off first 5 minutes to a pretty good start, their zone defense really took a toll on what you guys were trying to do offensively. Not good percentages really until about midway through the second half. Little consistency, I guess. I don't know, just what in your mind was the difference for you guys offensively with what they were doing?
I don't think we attacked the zone really well, Steve. I thought it slowed us down. I did not think our pace in attacking it was very good. We've obviously got to work on it. It's our first time seeing almost 35 minutes of zone. So we'll work on that. We got to be better in those areas. I've got to put our guys in better position here. And then overall, we just have to attack it better than what we did.
All righty, next up, Bruce Hooley, Press Pros. Bruce?
Chris, is there such a thing as a discouraging win, or are all wins useful? And if so, what was this one useful for?
I think, Bruce, you're trying to learn from every win and every loss, really, from every circumstance and experience, and that's one of our core tenets. So we're trying. We're going to do that. We'll learn from this. Certainly feels better after a win, but I think as a coach, I'm going to look back and say, okay, these are all the things that we have to improve on. And it's it's a significant list, but it's early in the season, and hopefully we can make those strides. There's no question that we got a lot to improve on.
All right, we'll go next to Patrick Murphy, 247. Patrick.
Chris, in a similar vein, when you haven't had the scrimmages, the exhibitions, how do you look at these first couple of games in terms of evaluation when these are essentially what would get you going or in a normal year?
Yeah, I think what you're looking at is different styles of play, which is what we experienced here today. To your point, I think you welcome those, although you know that potentially there could be some rocky moments. But I don't want to discount their effort or our culpability in not playing a clean game. We've got to do things better. But to be able to go against a three-quarter press and a zone that we had seen, but not to this degree at all. We had seen them do, but not to this degree. I think it's good for us. It'll help us get better. But all in all, I think there are just a few things that there's a lot of things we'll take from this, but a couple that we discussed that I'll leave between us that we just have to really focus and hone in on.
All right, next up, we'll go to Bill Landis from The Athletic. Bill.
Hey, Chris. Zed Key's kind of fun to watch because he's pretty demonstrative and has a lot of energy, and he was put in some important spots today. I'm just wondering sort of what it's like to coach a guy like that and how you thought he performed today in some big spots for you.
I thought Zed played well. He's got to understand he's a big body, so they're going to look particularly early in the season at some of his offense and defensive plays. He's had a couple offensive fouls. He'll get better at that. He brings great effort and energy to our group, which we desperately need, Bill. He's been a lot of fun to coach. He and Gene have both been a lot of fun to coach, and I wish we could have got some of those guys in a little bit longer here today. But those guys have been a lot of fun to coach, and I'm excited about their growth and development.
All right, next up, Adam Jardy, Columbus Dispatch.
Chris, you talked about Duane needing to be more efficient this season for you guys to really have a chance. 21 points, but I think 17 shots. Are you happy with as much as he shot the ball? And can you give us an update on Musa Jallow?
Yeah, I'll start with Duane first. I'm happy with a lot of his looks at him. He had some really, really clean looks, particularly a couple corner threes. That I believe the kid's going to make them more than he's going to miss them. He is. It was interesting because this is our first time playing here. We obviously came and watched them play yesterday, and I was a little curious as to how we would shoot the ball. But again, we've certainly played the first time in arenas and shot it better. So I think all in all, I was happy. I'd have to go back and look at the film, but I was happy with probably about 4 or 5 of his shots. He's going to make those clean ones that he had. It's the challenge twos at the rim and some of the contested ones that he's got to find the way to spray it or find other guys. As far as Musa, I don't know. I was told right before tip, as a matter of fact, after the game, I was actually close to looking at potentially subbing him in, and I was told he was not available. It was a lower leg, not ankle, but lower leg, something that happened in warm-ups. That's all I honestly know right now.
All right, we'll go next to Brendan Gulick, Buckeyes Now on SI.
Coach, congrats on the hard-fought win. On a day where you guys are getting some open looks and maybe not seeing some of those rhythm shots fall, can you maybe elaborate a little bit on the pride you take on the defensive end of the floor? Because sometimes that's where you can pick yourself up offensively, right?
I thought we were able to get just enough stops there late, Brendan, and I thought our execution late against their zone got a little bit better, and we were able to, Duane was able to make that three that created some separation. But I think that has to be a staple for us. We'll shoot it better than what we have these first 2 games. There's no question about that. We will, but our defense has to sustain us. I thought we had too many times today where we were not as alert as we needed to be. And again, it's just stuff we got to work on it and collectively get better and give them credit. I thought their attack against our ball screen coverage was really good.
All right, we got time for two more. We'll go to Stephen Means from Cleveland.com.
Hey, Coach, you guys didn't shoot the ball particularly well today, but you guys were able to get to the free throw line a lot, which has, I think, been an issue the last couple of years. Can you just talk about, how pleased you are to see your team, multiple guys getting to the free throw line?
I thought it was great to see. Yeah, we had a lot of guys that got there. Zed got there a few times. EJ, Justice. I think that has to be consistent for us, Stephen. Again, we've got good shooters. We'll make shots. I think we've got to be more. I do think we have to be intentional about attacking the paint, and we tried to attack their zone by driving it and posting it. So that was good to see. We didn't always convert on as many free throws as we'd like. But it was good to see us get to the line, particularly when a team's playing that much zone.
And then final question to Colin Hass-Hill, 11 Warriors.
Hey, Chris, I was just wondering, just to follow up on the Duane question, how do you evaluate this game as a coach where, he misses some of the shots that maybe you think he might make, but, it seemed like he was active on the defensive end and tough matchup and, he hits that game at the end. Just overall, how did you feel about his performance today?
I thought defensively he competed, and I thought he was really engaged in the game. We've talked about Duane's defenses and efficiency, and we've got to continue to help him get strides moving forward there. But I really did think he was engaged in the game at a pretty high level. He was probably pressing. He was so open on a couple of those shots. He probably was pressing a little bit. He's got to just relax and knock them down. I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll with that. He got great looks. At least the bulk of his missed shots were really good looks. A couple of them were not. But I thought outside of the play late where they stabbed 11 in the post, I thought Duane was pretty alert for the most part in communicating. That kid's a good player. As you mentioned, it was a big matchup. He had, I believe, 21 free throws against San Francisco. I think 25, 28 points, and then he had 35 yesterday. So that was a big matchup for Duane and our other guys, and we were able to create some inefficiency on his part. But collectively, I think we all have to be more engaged on both ends. But I thought Duane took strides there.
All righty, Coach. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. And folks, just hang real quick on the call here. Candace has got something she wants